Hey, welcome everyone to a new game of Catan. So let's have a look at the board. What do we see? So I think there are some great spots. I do see the 8-5-10 over here. Getting on the best ore is of course really nice. But what I also see, and what's even more important, the wheat is very low on this board. So we have a high ore board, so that means the wheat is more valuable this game. So I think the 6-9-3 is the best spot to take. So hopefully that will be open for us. So you have to see the 8-5-10, also a great spot. You will not have that good of a port though. Okay, you take the 8-5-10 here. So I think the choice is clear for me. I will take the 6-9-3, getting on the best ore and wheat. And what I'm also noticing is someone might place on the 5-9-10 or the 5-6-9 even. And then in that case, the 4-5-11 might be open on this board. So that will be very good for us. Then we have a good or with sheep game and the best sheep. So I think we are not contested for army at all in that case, but we have to see if we will get it. We could also end up with the 6-3-11. Not great that we're doubling up on the 6 and the 3, but yeah, I think it's still decent. Getting on the best wheat in the game is very nice on this board. So third position takes the 5-9-10. Not sure if I agree. I think the 3-4-8 was way better for you. Um, Getting on the best wheat, but we have to see. So I think as fourth position, you might want to consider the 3-4-8 with the 6-5-11. I think that could be a pretty strong setup. The 3-4-8 at the bottom, of course, getting on the best ore. But by the way, you could also play the road game and place on the 3-4-8 on the right. That could also be an option. But I'm not sure if you want to do that in this case. But you at least get on the 3-4-8 there. So I think it's unlikely you will get on the 3-4-8 on the bottom. Let's see what. Or do you take the 9-10-11 just to get some more number diversity? But yeah, no, you would never take the 9. Oh, wow. So you basically have the same setup as placing on the 6-5-11, but now with weaker numbers. So I'm not sure if I agree with the placements of red. Your roads are also pretty far away from each other, so it's hard to connect your roads. So not sure about this play. And that means yellow or gray will end up with the 3-4-8 here, which is an amazing spot. That should not be open, I think, for, well, the sixth settlement. I think the 3-4-8 will be one of my first choices, to be honest, getting on the ore and wheat, especially on the rare wheat board. So interesting that red and gray negated that option in the first place. But we end up with the 4-5-11, which is amazing for us. So I could also place on the 6-5-11 and build to the 4-9-11, 4-5-11. But I think, yeah, we don't have that much raw material. I think starting off with the 4-5-11 already sets us up for a great or a cheap game. And we are unblockable. So we have double sheep, double wheat, double ore, and 6 different numbers. Great production. So I really like my setup here. The only downside, of course, is we don't have raw material, so it might be hard for us to get the settlement spots. So we have to either get good trading or getting a good dev card to do so. But I think we are uncontested for largest army, given the amount of wheat and sheep the other players have. Everyone is on the good ore, which I expected to be. But, well, the edge for me is, of course, getting the sheep and the wheat. With access to the 3-for-1 port, which we might get here. We don't have raw material though, so if the 10 rolls a couple of times, we could definitely be outpaced by red, because he might be interested in the 3-for-1 port on the 6 wheat as well. So now I think for brown, you take the 6-3-11 and pointing your row towards the 3-for-1. That's something I would do. I don't like the setup. Well, yeah, you build to the 4 wheat. That's what I want to say. I think that is the strongest option. So you could, in theory, also place on the 6-2, but I think this is stronger. And you might be able to connect your roads as well. So purple is or brown is definitely someone to look out for in this game. Okay, nice. So we do roll the early six and we do get the seven. So unfortunately there, yeah, well, gray does have the wheat, by the way. So I think I want to steal from gray here. And if we are getting the ore, that's fine too, of course, because our first objective is to get the city on the 693. And afterwards, start to get a lot of development cards. And we do end up getting the wheat, which is really nice here. Um, yeah, especially if you're the hardcore Uichi player, I think it's better to get the city first. However, though, if it's unlikely you will get the city soon and you're stuck with your cards, I think you should get the dev card. Because, well, we have a ton of ore and wheat income, so we will get the city anyway. And we might be blocked a lot this game, on the 9, the 5, or the 6 wheat even. So let's see. Hopefully you don't steal from me here. That can be pretty bad, because we are really close to getting the city. Let's see. By the way, I do like the setup of gray potentially as well. If we manage to get to the 6-9-12 with the brick port, then wow, okay. So you decide to block gray because you want to get that settlement spot. And maybe even getting to the 4 wheat the other way around. So let's see if someone wants to do this trade with me. I definitely need the city here. I will even do it for 2 sheep, I guess. I think getting the city early game is really solid. So I know he's interested in the ore, or wants to give an ore. So let's see if he wants to do it for 2 sheep. And Gray decides to do this trade. So that's a really good trade for me. I will get the sheep anyway in the future. So getting the city is massive early game. So a couple of 8s early game. And if brown gets on the ore port, that could be big for brown as well, of course. I think the first objective for brown should be to, well, get on the wheat here. I think that's very important for his game. Not sure what the game plan of red is. And gray, yeah, somehow, yeah, because the 9 did get blocked, I guess. But is not taking off yet. And I think is stuck with a lot of ore in his hand, which you need to 4 for 1. And I did get his wheat, so that was really bad for him as well. So red decides to place the road to the 6-2. So I think he might win the race. It's like more likely that he will get the road settlement first than I will do for sure. I don't have the development card either, so I can't steal the resource. I can't use the probably special development card like the road building. So yeah, I think red should go for the 3-4 import there. Okay, so brown decides to, well, did cut off gray here. So gray doesn't have a good settlement spot anymore on the bottom. So gray does have a lot of ore. Okay, you're just going for the development card. So how did you get the sheep? Did you 4 for your sheep? I'm not sure. Okay, 6 would be amazing here. Then we can get 2 dev cards. And we definitely need to some dev cards because we need to get army and we need a way to protect ourselves because I think we are definitely in the lead right now. And of course the players will notice that too and will steal from me. So let's see what red decides to. Yeah, you're going for the 3 for 1 port. Okay. No 9s, by the way. So I managed to get the city even without the 9, but we are on the 5. So the 5 did roll a couple of times. And we started off with the ore. So that's always very good to start off with the ore if you are the Orichi player. But in general, if you want to get a dev card, ore is not likely to, well, to get by means of trading. So if you can start off with the ore, it's most of the times beneficial for you. And it can function as a trading resource as well. So we did get the 6 on the right moment. We can get 2 dev cards and getting a victory point is really nice. And we do get a row building as well. So that is what you want to see as the Orichi player. So I think I will give up on the 6 wheat 3 for 1. But we can cut off red to the other 3 for 1 at the 8 wood. And I think we have plenty amount of time to settle there. And of course, getting the 3 for 1 is amazing for us. Because we can be a little bit stuck without the port. And we already do have some decent production. So then we can 3 for 1 more efficient. Okay, so no 9s still. Yeah, I think nothing special. Well, the 10 did roll 2 times already. And 10 is very good for red especially. So if the 10 didn't roll, red wouldn't have been in such a great position. Yeah, I think red should definitely not have given me the 4-5-11. I think he should have placed on the 6-5-11. I could still get the 4-5, I guess. Maybe I would go for that. So red managed to get the settlement spot here. And yeah, let's see, let's see. Okay. He has to discard his wood here. We will get stolen from, nothing surprisingly. Okay, so okay, brown is looking for the brick. But you should have a lot of brick, right? But maybe, yeah, you already did get 2 roads, or 3 roads even, and 1 settlement. So I can see you don't have the brick. Wow, and already shows the benefit of the ore port here, getting that rare resource. So I definitely want to block the 8 ore here. And yeah, I play my row building just to make sure that I will guarantee myself a good settlement spot here. And also preventing red from getting a good settlement spot on the 8 wood. So a lot of 6s right now. Not something I prefer. I prefer to get some orange sheep right now. But maybe we can get some good trades. So let's see. But I don't think there is much wood and brick in the game. The 5 didn't... Yeah, well... Yeah, no, I don't think there is. There is. Maybe the 8 though. So red might have some wood, but I think he used a lot of his wood. So now there is some wood in the game. So I try to do this. I think the wheat is very valuable, but I don't think this trade will go through. But we can always try. Let's see. Okay, then I will just go for the death card. And we're getting another victory point. That's really nice. So that means we only need 1 more settlement. And then we can win with army and 2 cities. So yeah, as the Origi player, you really like to have 2 VPs. That opens it up for you to, well, efficiently win the game, basically. If you only have 1 VP, you need to get an extra settlement spot. And that is, of course, very hard. Or an extra victory point. And that might also be very hard. Because getting 3 victory points is pretty rare. Maybe not on this kind of board, because the amount of sheep and wheat is relatively low. So that means you monopolize dev cards, basically. But of course, it will take some more time. Because it will depend on luck that you will get the 3 VPs. Of course, the chances of getting 2 VPs, the expected time to get 2 VPs is a lot lower than 3 VPs. And yeah. So yeah, we are almost at 1,000 subscribers. Maybe when this video is posted, uh, we already are on 1,000 subscribers. But well, I see there are thousands of views on each video, but no, we don't have 1,000 subscribers. So please, if you're watching the video and didn't subscribe, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It really helps out the channel, keeps me motivated, and giving you even well, better quality Catan content. And well, I do appreciate the increased views. I think yeah, you're doing a great job, and I do get some positive comments as well, that I really helped some people, and that's what all this channel is about. I'm yeah, that is why I decided to start this channel with, to make the average Catan level higher, including myself, because I have learned so much this journey basically, and I'm not there yet. I'm definitely not a top player, but we are trying to improve, and let's see how far we can go here. And yeah, I really appreciate all the comments, and I think some really insightful comments as well. So, by the way, I decided to get the wooden brick here for, yeah, we did give brown a city, which might be bad, but well, getting a rare wood and brick is really helpful for me. So that means I only need one more sheep to settle, because that is definitely the hardest task as an Ori sheep player, to get the third settlement. So if we can get two rare resources, especially because we are not on the wood and brick at all, I think it is a good trade for me as well. But brown is definitely looking scary. Brown will have army here, long roads, and yeah, we still don't have any knights, by the way. So we still have a lot of work to do here, but we might not be the target anymore. I think brown is in a better position. So you will probably block the 10 brick here, I guess. Yeah. So really glad that I'm not considered the leader anymore. And yeah, but we definitely have to catch up. We need, well, 3 development cards, and that means 3 ore, 3 wheat, and 3 sheep. The good thing is we already have 2 ore and 2 sheep in our hand, and 2 wheat. So it might be a little bit slow, but maybe we can do it quicker than we thought we could. So another 10. There are a lot of 10s, so that really helped Red here, getting his roads going. And I definitely need the sheep. Unfortunately, I don't get the trades here, so I decided to pass. No one does have the sheep here, I think. So yeah, we just have to wait. Okay, nice. And we do get the 11 sheep here. That's amazing for us. And yeah, so hopefully no 7s in upcoming turn. Because I definitely don't want a 7 right now and get stolen from. Especially if my wood or brick gets stolen. It would be really bad. Really sets us back. But I also want to get the dev cards, of course. So yeah, after I get on the 3-for-1 port, I think I want to invest in some dev cards for 2 reasons. We will get the city anyway, and I need to catch up for sure, and I want to block the 8 ore. Because if the 8 rolls a couple of times, brown can quickly win here. So we now have the settlement and the development card in hand. And we do roll the 6 as well, really nice. So if we can get a wheat for ore trade, we could city up and get the settlement, but I'm not sure if that is better here. I think it's better to get a dev card instead. Also to not be considered the leader maybe. We do have the resources for it, but I think I want to get the settlement and the development card here. I think that is stronger. Yeah. So I think, yeah, we do get a knight here. So I want to play aggressive knights right now because we need to catch up. I need to block the 8 ore. And we have the city anyway right now. So if we don't get the 4 or 11, I will city up for sure. We have the 3 for 1 port, we have the flexibility. And getting 2 sheep or 2 ore, uh, well, especially 2 sheep if a 4-11 rules, that would really help us. So he's offering 1 wheat for 3 ore. So he's looking for a specific card here, and he doesn't have the 4 for 1 in hand. That's what it tells me. But giving 3 ore to one of your opponents, I think that is... You don't see that very often, but I think in this case it makes sense because the wheat can be pretty rare and the ore is pretty high. So this is one of the rare occasions where this trade could make sense, but giving 3 ore to someone means you will give them, you'll bring them really close to a city, and that is definitely not what you want to do. Getting a city is one of the strongest things you can do in the Catan games. Especially if it is early or mid game. Maybe in the end it doesn't matter too much if the production is already high, but well. So we decide to steal from Brown here. And I think now I want to get another death card because we did get the sheep and we need to get another knight and we do get it. So really nice. So I really want to be on time before Brown ends this game. Um, and I think we have a good shot to do so. So we only need one more knight. And then basically a city brings us on 9 points suddenly. So we only need one more city. And I think by the time we are getting on 9 points, Brown might still be considered the leader here. Because, well, for them, I'm still on 4 points only. Okay, we do get an 8. So that's what I was really worried about. So he's lucky that he did roll the 7. That really helped him. Now he does have 3 ore in his hand. And yeah, so Brown can get on 8 points right now, I think, if he wants to. Let's see what he decides to do. I think it's not smart to go for the early long road. That will make you even more the target. So you'll block the 6 wheat probably here, or the 9 ore. I think both make sense. Yeah. And you steal from me, you're getting another ore. Let's see what you want to do here. I think you want to settle on the 6, 9, 12. So it would be really nice for the game if Gray road settles on the 9, 12. Because that means Brown can't settle there anymore. And he wasted 2 of his roads. Yeah, so I again steal from Brown. And we're getting a wheat. So I'm trying to get a wood here to 3 for 1 my wood for a sheep. I think this trade will go through. Let's see. Yeah, they both do it. I will trade with Gray here because Brown is definitely in a better position. And now I can get another knight probably. Yeah, and we do get it. So really nice. We managed to get the 3 knights in, well, a very short amount of time. I think we did get 3 knights in 3 turns only. So yeah, can't complain about that. Of course, pretty lucky that we all get knights, that there are no Year of Plenties or row buildings, for example. So now, yeah, I do like our position here. And now we can win with a couple of good rolls. So we are really close to win right now. We will guarantee ourselves 8 points, and 1, 6, and 1, 9 will do that too. And if we are getting the city on the 4, 5, 11, the next city will be even quicker, combined with the 3, 4 port, because then we can port our sheep in as well as an option. So I think Brown and me are very far ahead of the other 2 players. I think because of, well, some not that great luck for Gray early game, but also by the bad settlement placement of Brett. So we do get a city here, really nice. I first want to roll here because I don't want him to get the 8 ore, but now I have to play it because I want to get on 8 points. I could also have waited here. That could be an option as well. But, well, Now I only need one more city. And well, yeah, we only need two fives or two nines to win the game. So I'm trying to convince the other players that brown is the real threat, but I'm a real threat as well. So luckily red decides here to block the 8 ore. Yep. And what would you do here as red? I think red is really stuck here. Red will probably end up lost. He doesn't have the production. He now does have some wheat, but yeah, if the 9 doesn't roll, red is pretty stuck. So I only have brick, I'm saying here. So I think this game will end soon here. Either brown will end it with a road and a city. Because he can't get another settlement spot, he already have 5 settlement spots, so he needs to get the victory point or the city. So that's the good thing. So I want to block the 8 and the 4. He also doesn't have the best ports. So if you can block the 8 ore especially, we could be in a good position. By the way, if we roll 5 or 9 or ore turn, it is already over. So let's see. Yeah, you go for the... So can we get the roll right now? Brown is really close. Okay, we do roll the 7. So I will block the 4 wheat here. Because that means you need 3 8s in the upcoming turns to get the city. Oh, even 4 8s, I think. So that is not possible. So if we can get an ore here, it is a game. But I decided to take this trade. Not sure if I agree with that trade here. But I think I wanted to help red to extend the game here. Because brown is looking pretty scary, but he decides not to do it. So I just gave 2 brick away for just 1 wood, which I already produce. So not sure if that was the smartest trade of me, but well, if I didn't do that 2 for 1, I would be on 7 right now. So it lowers our chances of 7ing out. Of course, we do have 2 cities, but if the 8 rolls, um, we will not 7 out if after that the 7 rolls. But I think that is okay. Okay, Gray managed to get another settlement spot, but yeah, I think okay, you do get a row building. So there are no row buildings anymore in the game. And luckily that Brown didn't get any 8s. So that means I think it will be very hard for him to get on 10 points this turn. Okay, 10. Yeah, so you cannot win this turn. So I need a 5 or a 9 to win this game, basically. Okay, you are just securing road, but I don't think that was necessary. And we do roll the 9, so that is GG. We city up, win the game. Hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We almost hit the 1,000 subscribers. Maybe if I have posted this video, we are already on 1,000 subscribers. But please do consider getting hitting that subscribe button. That really helps me, the Catan content, and hope to see you next time. Bye bye.